Welcome back to another episode of Door Kickers 2 Task Force North, where we've been using realistic military tactics and CQB doctrine to play this game, Door Kickers 2 Task Force North. Guys, I'm excited today to share with you a level called Compound Raid. This is a custom map that is available in the Steam Workshop. And I looked at it, and it just looks really thematic, and it is of a scale that I like because it is small enough that we can discuss some of the doctrine and tactics that make this game so entertaining and valuable from the type of gameplay experience that I enjoy playing and that hopefully that you guys enjoy watching. And there's a little intel packet that comes with this game. So if you go in the Steam Workshop and you look in the description, the author of the map, who has a lovely name, his name is Sasquatch on Uranus referencing the planet, so very creative there, buddy. Appreciate you. Anyway, his intel packet says, Intel suggests that an HVT or a high-value target is residing in the compound, and insurgent activity seems to reinforce this. He likely has 2 wives inside the house as well. Raid the compound and capture the HVT, but be careful inside the house, as the hallways are very claustrophobic. Okay, so we know that this is a familial compound. We're looking for one high-value individual, and he is living with his 2 wives. Guys, before we go any further, if this is the kind of gameplay that you enjoy, you'll get more of it by subscribing to the channel. That's a huge, huge help. You also get more of it by commenting down below. That helps promote the video so other people see it and are exposed to this and join the community. And we keep cranking out this dope stuff. If you want to buy the game, you can do so from my game store through my website at controlledpairsgaming.com. With this being a familial compound and a capture operation to capture a high-value individual, a couple things come to mind. One, I want to know if we still have the element of surprise, because that's going to change the way that I move around the compound. 2, I want to know if it's daytime or nighttime. And I want to know if the enemy is known to wear a suicide vest, or we expect him to behave in any sort of way that would put the assault force in danger. Something I'm also curious about is the location of the civilians, because that's going to inform where I employ certain types of munitions, whether or not I feel comfortable at all throwing things like frag grenades or doing things like performing explosive breaching. Because the author of the map said that this is an insurgent compound and it is a familial compound with 2 wives, that leads me to believe that they could likely be performing chores outside, because as I look at this, it is a daytime operation, and as we look closer, I can see a clothesline out here. I can also see kind of like a lounge area over here, so it's possible that the women of the home may be outside the home. Of course, it's also possible that they be located inside. Things that we might have access to in a more realistic scenario would be something like overhead imagery or real-time information surveillance and reconnaissance feeds that would give us feedback on the location of not just the women, but potential children or visitors, or certainly any military-age males, as well as the location of weapons. And that would all help us make a better decision. Now, if I go back to looking at whether or not I think we are compromised, I think we are. And I say that because we've arrived to the X in this MATV, this mine-resistant, ambush-protective military all-terrain vehicle. And because this thing's big and loud and we just arrived up to the gate, we've gone to the X, and we had the element of surprise, but now we've lost it because we're super loud. And I've got options here. I can either go in loud and fast and try to get inside with a lot of violence of action and overwhelm the environment and then find our man in that way, or I can kind of fight from these thresholds. I can fight from this window. I can fight from this window. I can maybe get a camera underneath this door and use what we would call kind of like a call-out tactic or a limited penetration or combat clearance sort of approach. And I think that I'm going to go with the latter, because having compromised ourselves, and with the time it would take for me to breach this door, I would expect the enemy to have collected his weapons and then taken up barricaded positions so that he could engage any potential location that we might come through. So instead, what I'm going to do is I think I am going to go explosive. I'm going to get myself some cover. I'm going to fight from this threshold to see if I can make it safe quickly. I'll overwhelm the enemy with handhelds and things like that to give me an advantage, and I think I'm going to knock out these windows and see if I can pie it. If there was a hostage inside, or if I was worried that there was a threat to an innocent inside, then I might have to perform what we would call a dynamic entry and actually go in and perform a hostage rescue. I don't think that's the case. I think that this is a group of insurgents, a high-value individual living amongst their family, who is now reacting potentially in a really dangerous way to the scenario that's been presented to them. First thing we're going to do is put an explosive breach up here on this metal gate. I don't think there's going to be women working around the car, and it is a gamble, but it is a way for me to rapidly gain violence of action and dominate that area. So if your gate explodes and there's armed men on the other side of it yelling at you with guns, you know that if you choose to fight, you are going to die. So I'm forcing the enemy to make a decision. I'm forcing his decision point. He's going to either surrender or he's going to fight and die. If I go any way more timid in my approach, the enemy has a lot of gray area. We haven't forced him to make a call. We haven't backed him into a corner to see if he's willing to fight. So we want to test him early, see if he's willing to fight, and intimidate him with overwhelming violence of action. What I also think I want to do is let me see, what do we got here? Oh, my camera guy's there. So what I think I'll do is I'll come over here on the double, and I'm actually going to use Drummer, who has a camera, to come this way and see if I can get a camera under this door. And while he does that, I think I'm going to do this number to kind of protect him. Cool? Cool. Here we go, boys.
Alpha, go.
They're here!
We got compromised somewhere. I don't see it. Maybe they heard us outside. All the more reason to be careful here. I'm going to split the stack, so we'll have cross coverage through this threshold once we go explosive on this breach. But I'm not breaching yet. We got good security on the door here. Who's this? A concealed insurgent. Is that like a new thing? A concealed insurgent? And then a insurgent machine gunner. So they've got a PK capable of just spraying down this door. That's not good at all. Because I know that PK is there, I'm actually going to move my buddy out of the way here, and I'm gonna put the camera under from the side there. Because I don't want to be standing in the fatal funnel if he decides to spray through this door. I'm still in danger here. I'm in less danger there, and I've offset myself a little bit. Now I think I'm going to start clearing out these doors, or these windows a little bit, to just kind of improve my situation here. I'm not going explosive quite yet. I will if I get compromised. But let's go ahead and clear this window. Remember, we've heard that when I say get compromised, I mean I end up in a gunfight. I'm confident at this point, based off of all that we have seen, that we have been compromised. There's a female here. I'm going to pan or pie the rest of this window while maintaining good security here, and I'm going to maintain situational awareness in this hallway as well. Okay. That's good. So I'm actually going to hold that slice right there. I've got good custody of this female. I've got good custody of those two folks. And I think I'm actually going to give up Philly here to come do the same thing. And the reason I'm coming around to this other side is I'm going to trigger, by opening this window, I'm going to trigger an angle right there where there's a chance that Peanut could take a round in the side. So I'm going to put a rifle between him and any threat as I trigger this angle. So that's like the justification here for repositioning him. Grunt Insurgent. He's got his hands up. That's unhelpful given the current circumstances. Okay, so if I was to encounter a situation like this in real life, first of all, looks like he's working, like manufacturing IEDs or something. We see like an engine or something over here. It's hard to say. It looks like PK links in magazines right here. Toolkit, tools. He's working on RPG warheads. So, yeah, this is a bad dude that we're now stuck covering. So I'm not a fan at all of that situation. To deal with this, I think what I'm going to do is... I hate it. What I'm going to do is bring Drummer over here. Because now that we know this guy is here and he's a threat, we do need to figure out what's going on with him. If these two guys decide to depart this area, they're going to have to cross this threshold, and I'm going to catch him right there. But I need a buddy to keep an eye on this guy. While we work the situation here. So I think we'll go this route, which is can I even get inside here? I can't. I'm not even able to get in because that furniture is in the way. Okay. Back to the drawing board, quite literally. Alright, those guys are still there. Because that's the known threat, I'm going to go explosive through that door. So what we'll do is sprint over here. Set this charge. Super dangerous for us to be standing in front of the door right now. I'm going to go ahead and reset over here. I wish I had a few more folks. Alright, we are repostured. I need to maintain security here. I'm going to... I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I'm going to do it. Get a good split stack here. I'm going to tie a frag grenade to the same go code as that explosive breach. And here we go, boys.
Alpha, go.
And then we're going to peek it. And then we're going to hold this angle and reposture here. Okay, nothing seen yet, but we do have a good open breach. I'm going to maintain custody on this insurgent, and then I'm actually going to push long. This is, again, very dangerous because I'm doing it with a single. I'll hold this angle, and I'll actually end up putting a bang over the top of my buddy's shoulder here. I just prepped that corner for our friend, right? And what we'll do is, since this is a one-man clearance, we'll make 2 stops as we dominate this hallway, pulling long down the hallway. Alright, now that I have custody of this entire hallway, I'm going to push long with drummer. Now we've got a buddy. Go ahead and bang this room. Shooter long. Oh my god! Rip. Fucking rip, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh my god. I can't believe that went that way. That guy's just an assassin. Okay. The situation has deteriorated, folks. I still need to maintain security in this guy. Still need to watch this door over here. I'm stuck in a one-man clear kind of situation. Not liking it at all. There's our HVI. Get him cuffed up.
Primary target secured.
Is that it? You gonna come with me, bro? Or no? No? Do I have to, like, also kill everybody? Because I'm down. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Now that we've got our HVI, we do need to get out, but I also want to finish clearing the rest of this place, just because of how bad the situation has gotten. What I'll do is I'm going to run over here on the double. We don't want our buddy to run out here by himself. And we'll go this route. Oh my gosh.
Primary target in custody.
Oh, I guess that's it. All right, cool. I wonder if there's multiple spawns for that guy. Kind of a bummer that that took 1 minute and 51 seconds and was as we still lost a guy. If that had been clean and we just grabbed our guy, gotten out, that would have been legit. But hey, it is what it is, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at this replay. I do think there was a lot of value, at least in the discussion, especially there early on. Hope you guys enjoyed that piece.
Alpha, go.
They're here!
Alpha, go.
Hands behind your back! Primary target secured.
Guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, make sure you show the love by subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out and I do appreciate it. And if you want to purchase the game, you can do so from my game store. And if you haven't visited the website, there's a lot of cool stuff going on over there. Guys, I've launched another secret YouTube channel where we're talking about some pretty cool stuff, shooting some guns, talking about tactics, and doing some things I'm pretty excited about. There's big things going on in the internet world that I live in. So appreciate your support. Look forward to seeing you guys in the different corners of the internet where I reside. I'm Controlled Pairs and I play the most immersive tactical shooters and combat sims in the world. This is Door Kickers 2 Task Force North. I'll see you in the next one.